Hi everybody, it's Robert at graspcast.com with another video for you to enjoy. Thank you for watching my show. In this video, we will be taking a look at how the line voltage components are connected at the boiler. I have the demo board up and running so we can take a close look at the equipment commonly used on today's heating systems. So the power comes in from the circuit breaker panel, and if this is a newer installation, it's going to feed a remote emergency switch, sometimes located at the top of the basement stairs or on a wall in the living space of the home. And from the emergency switch, it's going to come into a junction box above the boiler containing a thermal cutoff. And oftentimes from that thermal cutoff will branch into a power transformer or other devices associated with the boiler. The power drops down out of the thermal cutoff, comes down to a service switch on the boiler, leaves the service switch, comes into the Aqua control, and the Aqua control sends power down to the burner. We're taking a closer look at the connections that would be inside of the box for the thermal cutoff. I have them out here on a terminal strip to be able to see a little bit better what's going on and how this is connected. So as you can see here, the power comes from the emergency switch, drops down, and connects to the red wire, which is part of the thermal cutoff. So the power goes through the thermal cutoff and comes back down on this red wire, and that's connected to our transformer, and also dropping down to the service switch. So these would represent wire nuts inside of this junction box. You'll notice that the ground wires or the bond wires just pass through the devices, and the same thing with the neutral wire. It just passes through the devices. There's a connection here for the transformer, but it doesn't make any connection inside of the emergency switch, and it doesn't make any connection inside of the thermal cutoff, other than dropping down to our service switch and then off to our Aqua control. Taking a closer look at the Aqua control, you'll see the power comes in on L1 and the neutral on L2. We have a white wire and a yellow wire. That's a circulator. C2 is neutral and C1 is the power for the circulator. And here we have the burner circuit. The black wire drops down to the burner and the neutral wire for the burner. Now in some controls, I like to send power down continuously to the burner control, the primary control, so that it's powered on all of the time, and use the limit to fire the burner. So if the power is on the remote switch, it's going to send power to our thermal cutoff, which also powers the transformer. I like to wire it so that when we remove the thermal cutoff, it shuts down the entire boiler circuit, the transformer, power to the service switch, any power to the burner. Make it safer for the technician to work on in case they're having trouble getting at the breaker panel, which is the case in some homes and businesses. We turn the service switch on for the boiler. You'll see our Aqua control lights up and activates. Right now we've got a startup on the burner, This is representing a tankless coil setup, so it's got a low temperature setting. So the burner is fired to satisfy the water temperature on the Aqua control. In a future video, we'll take a closer look at the Aqua control and how it's programmed and set up. We'll also take a look at the burner primary control and how that's wired and how that's set up on the burner itself. Thank you again for spending your valuable time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to leave a comment or ask a question about this topic, and maybe I will shoot a video just for you.